You don't know where if I were kind of an old place, you go, oh, I don't have a and there's a statue there with a little boy right now, you know, I was he just came, you know, go to his school. I have a friend of mine who had their, yeah, sitting up there, yeah. Those older people just look and so we lost
Thank you, Loretta. Boy, this one here is Glenn Madsen underlined.
Looks like news handwriting.
I look on the back. No, it's not shoebox. I have to screen these shoeboxes. And on your birthday, remember, we are not but islands in the sea of eternity, caressed and nurtured by the wind and waves of love. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I don't know. A couple of wine sangrias and I get all mushy.
Where did that come from?
Only we know. Now this is a shoebox greeting.
Yeah,
I like it.
I do too.
When they made you, they broke the mold. Yeah. Rumor has it, they beat the hell out of the mold maker too. Happy birthday, and best wishes for many more wonderful years. Ron and Mildred Ransom. Well, they just left. They had to take
Margaret
off.
said that you were the only one she knew she could send that for. She
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice of them to drive down here. Okay, having another birthday. Well, I wouldn't say you're over the hill. There's a goat hanging on the side. Old goat hanging on the side. Lots of love and best wishes, Margaret, Adolph, Camille, Visconti. Over the edge maybe, but not over the hill. We're on the, getting on the slick side of it. 1913. That was a special year. You know, they opened up the Panama Canal in 1913. There's one of the historic facts. And,
you remember that?
well, yeah. Yeah.
He's older than what he's really.
They had a little trouble with the gates, I remember that. I talked to them about that. You were born. Happy birthday. May you have many more. Love, Louise. Thank you, Louise.
the whole history.
Yeah, I've got to read all the
Advance.
I wonder if they've got the opening of the canal. That was a good vintage, 1930.
Very good year.
Very good year. Just for you, the world's first Teflon-coated birthday card. See, there's no gooey sentiment stuck to it. Just happy birthday. Hope your year is filled with happiness, love. Tom and Darlene, thank you, girl. Boys, that's good. Teflon coat. Well, you know, at 80, it's getting a little difficult to read. I can get through it. Boy, this one's got a hillbilly on it. See, kind of a hillbilly dog dipping his toe in the water and says, birthdays just like a bath. You got to have one every year whether you need it or not. That's good, man. You've been so swell to me all my life. Love you, Sharon Feeney. And then love Melissa. Thank you, Sharon. And let's see, this is, I should show the pictures there. Yes, sir. No cartoons on this. So you're having another birthday. How old are you? 30, 40, 50, 60? Okay, you don't have to tell me. Just bang your cane on your rocker when I get close. Glenn, you got 70, 80. Well, you don't look at it, dude. Happy birthday and lots of love, John and Carol. They've had to leave, so I'll have to get with them. And then here, Fran Gibeon. My goodness. I'll save that one to last because he's not here. He was my first boss in the aircraft industry. Well, that doesn't count my first boss when I was working for Lockheed in the sheet metal department on nights filing and burring, and they fired me after I was there 30 days, so I never counted him.
Why did they fire you?
They fired me.
Why did they fire you?
Well, I didn't take much to that, sitting there filing burrs off of sheet metal. About that. Yeah. Life has such a way to let us experience the ebb and flow of nature. When one begins to feel used up, it is off the true beginning of what life is all about. Love, simply love. Happy 80th birthday, Glenn. And may you have a very happy year too. Love and best wishes from Grace and the whole session clan. When I was reading that, Grace, I knew that first part there, that would be you. Thank you very much. Very nice.
You remember Grace is the one that kept moving to try to get rid of Glenn.
Yeah, Grace, they made a mistake. They took me in as a boarder, and I played with the kids all the time. And then they would kind of, I think, got kind of tired of all the noise in the house, and they would move, and it kept getting littler and littler. And finally, I was sleeping in the room with the little kids. I'm still there, happy as a plug in a rug.
Is that when you plan to bring in the sister?
Happy. Happy birthday. All our love. Bob, Molly, Benji, and Sarah. Molly and I tried to, a way to be there, but find a way to be there, but I just couldn't do it. Sorry, we missed the great celebration, and they really did. Missed a great one. Okay, now this must be to Glenn at 80. Oh, this is somebody composed a poem. I bet this was Molly, is it?
No, it's Bob.
It's Bob? Well, it's a 2-page little poem.
What were you doing?
There are several things I really like about my Uncle Glenn. One is his great tooth-showing smile, all big and open. Another is his laugh like an old Model 8 being crank-started. Not a sound for the faint-hearted. Well, you guys probably knew that, and I didn't know that. He joined our family on Elm Street in Inglewood. At night in the garage by his boat, alone we stood. Shaving this a bit, sanding that, a more interesting story. I later learned that even my beloved radio missed me. I later learned that even my beloved radio. Yeah, that's when we used to listen to a program out in the garage because I love the mystery, and he'd get out of bed and open up the window and stick his head out by the screen and listen to it. Yeah. He appreciated that program. We never found that out till many years later. Which gleefully I could hear because Glenn raised the volume enough so that it crossed the lawn and entered the bedroom. And carried Sibylus fawning memory into the dream of Brother Ted and me. And then there were Christmas Eves when I heard the faintest sound and exploring found Uncle and Dad messing with my train set. Remember we had a little toy tank with a little rubber tread on it. They think we just about wore that out. You get so irritated with it. Almost wearing the damn thing down and me barely anything but Christmas morning dawn. Over time, finally, Glenn's interest was aimed at Mom's sister, Esther. That was a skillfully laid plan. I mean, they finally got rid of it. Got the sister in there and duded her all up. I was smitten and I was gone then. As the expense of natural and compelling urges of a nester, he kind of had to leave us 2 little punks, but hey, we suddenly had ourselves not 1 but 2 hunks. It wasn't until years later did I understand how vital it to us was our Uncle Glenn. Elmer had died on the faraway Normandy beaches, bereaving us to that which only an uncle teaches. But now with wife, children, and the whole confection, Glenn dished out generous doses of, I don't know how to pronounce it, vernacular affection. And in truth, he had good returns for his sturdy family trait, and Esther was the one he had long desired as mate. To everyone, she was always a paragon of caring, from this pair descending 3 fine offspring. Now I'll drink to that. Striking Barbara of emotion and spirit no miser. Son Greg, just about as smart as Glenn, perhaps a little wiser. I'll drink to that too. And then adorable Judy, so pleasant and attractive. A good family, thus much more a man to achieve. Much for a man to achieve. Esther's crushing death was difficult for all, and yet vital people struggle out of such fall. So while for Glenn's life may have gotten a little hairy, he neatly solved all his problems by meeting and marrying Jerry. A woman of seamless and formidable talents, for not only did she restore balance into my uncle's not uncomplicated life, but she added some substance and even subtracted some strife. So that's my uncle all 80 years. He's a great guy through laughter and tears. Happy birthday, Uncle Glenn. Sailboats of love from Molly, Bob, Sarah, and Ben.
Oh, how nice.
I have to apologize for my reading. I'm not used to reading out loud. I get my eyeballs going faster than my talk.
Well, as long as you can still read silently, that's a...
Yeah. Well, this is from, I say, from Fran Gibeon, my first true boss that I had at Northrop, and a very, very dear friend. Best wishes for a happy 80th. Cheer up, that's only 27 on the Celsius. On the Celsius scale. Hope you and Jerry can visit when you're near Monterey. My goodness, Grace, we'll be going up by that way. Yeah, so we'll have to stop by and see Fran. And we got this, at Monterey, California. Yeah, great.
Is that where they live? They live there now?
Yeah,
Monterey?
well,
She
Peg passed
away.
away here a few years ago.
She did.
When did she, Greg?
Nobody told me.
Money. You missed part of it. You must read it.
Funny part.
27 on the Celsius scale. You're not into Celsius, but now living up on the border with Canada, well, Celsius means a lot to us. Now this tastes like some sweet stuff.
Macadamia nuts.
I should have one of the grandkids here. They could have this thing open in about 10 seconds and devour it.
And the
Could you be
papers.
trusted to open, Jeff?
So much for sweet stuff. This is how about this? That is from
Oh,
Robert and Brenda.
Bob
Thank you
Madsen
very, very much.
family. Isn't that super?
We gotta see it close
See,
by.
that's what you get for guessing. Now, I had that candy, you know.
What a
That's even sweeter than candy.
Oh, that is just super.
Another card. Eric's still with that guitar. Good for him.
Did you see it, Loretta?
Happy birthday.
Bob, you have it working over
Big
there?
bowl of cherries. And
He's
that.
down there today, yeah.
Well, this, okay, this.
Sure, yeah, that's good.
I really appreciate the influence you have had in my life, not only as a child and also as an adult. You have greatly influenced Brenda and our kids also. Have a great birthday, and may it continue the other 364 days of the year. May God bless you. Love, Bob, Brenda. Thank you. Happy birthday. Always a good tear. Now that I'm back in voice again, Uncle Glenn. Well, that's a sailboat. A real boat. Okay.
Duke?
And this is from another one. Sailboats. Well, I should read the printed stuff up here first. Hope your day is a boatload of fun. Sailboats of any type always made me think of you. I'm glad you found a place to live. Boy, it's kind of hard to read when they're wet. Who's laughing? You'll get there.
And you'll be around to make sure.
Where you can easily go out on the water, even if it is far away. Thanks for a lifetime of happy memories. I love thinking back of all of the good times we had with the other Madsens. Love, Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Now, I'm not going to guess. My guessing is not very dang good.
I'd be saving on the paper so pretty.
Yeah. This has to be from Santa Barbara because it says State Street on it.
Yeah.
Another photo. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Which one was?
And this was a birthday with my brother and I, because we were both born, on April 5th. If you do reverse calculations, that goes back to the 4th of July. I know how you celebrate. And that's my brother and I carving a cake, and it says 128. That was our combined birthdays. Quite a period.
Yeah.
Well, folks, you made my
128.
You made my day very complete. I appreciate every one of you.
Happy birthday.
And even though I didn't even have any suspicions this was going on, that shows that I'm taking it pretty casual every day. Birthdays, the time they get to 80, don't really impress you anymore.
You know who this is.
Do I know who that is?
That's my boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend.
That's my soccer playing boyfriend.
Oh,
That's Taylor.
Taylor, are you still good with that soccer ball? It's 65 miles long and about 3.5 inches to 5 feet wide.
5 feet, honey.
It's kind of narrow and twisted.
Well, I remember probably one of the last times they had a family get-together with family and friends. Robert did it. Then you were getting ready to move. I don't know if this is something
what I was trying to-
that's going to happen now.
No, they're ready to announce.
Before you moved to Arkansas. Are you going to move again now?
That's enough. I don't want to hear anymore.
Well, we're going up the Coast Rock. We might look around. No, I'd like to welcome you all up. We have a guest cottage up there, and very comfortable.
This is your house? Oh, okay.
And you don't need to worry about bringing the kids, because they can't hurt it. We've already kid-proofed it.
I just must have been with my agent that I
That was before Don, right?
Yeah.
DD. And it's a surprise up. This is very good. Who did?
Not the organizational part. That
Well,
takes
Barbara did most of that. She just told me where to go. You know how the first ones are.
All right, Jerry, too.
I thought they did a super job. I don't know of anybody else that could work all day, organize a week-long camping trip and in one place and a birthday party in another.
Yeah, we need
Those
to
things
take,
are totally
we need
addictive.
to thank Louise too for helping.
Oh, yeah, Louise was a lot of help.
Oh, I just got the building was on.
Well, that's a big thing too, I think. I'll say.
Little boxer.
It kind of frames it.
Well, I know, but it's in its own little frame.
It's got its own little silver frame.
Never show that off better. Beautiful picture. Well, Louis, it's going to be another month and a half. You're going to have to be doing the speaking.
Oh, I don't know about that.
25 years went by in a hurry.
It was in March. Our anniversary was the 2nd of March, but
We made a trip, last year, 7,000 miles, and went around all of our relatives. And 2 of them have passed on since we made that trip, and I knew that was about what was going to happen.
We're flying back to New York to see Cameron, that's what's that. And going up to Boston and see my sister-in-law and some cousins and whatever.
Yeah,
Everybody's getting older.
our teacher,
Yeah, you gotta keep your contacts up.
I didn't see him on the double board.
Oh, yeah.
This is my son Rob, and this is my daughter Nancy, and I'm their mother, and I'm proud. And is that enough to talk about?
I'm Rob, this is Robin, my wife Brenda.
Hi. Happy birthday, Glenn. We're glad to have this occasion to, oh, you already did? Well, I just said it again. We're glad to have this occasion to all get together. It's good to see everybody.
Yes.
Right, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
No, but, said all I can tell you, the reason we were late is that we were on our way, and
Thank you guys for all coming.
and she said I was joking.
How about a kiss?
Did you have to?
Would you want?
Kiss.
I didn't.
You wanna do
I
it?
saw them driving back. I saw them leave and then,
Let me look at her.
Oh, I thought you were taking
Now, you need my laugh on camera, that's for
Yeah, should we check back this way?
This is Papa's 80th birthday.
The town of El Segundo.
Yes. Actually, April 4th. April 4th.
That's right. The family and friends, having a great time. I'd like to introduce my husband, Jim Murphy,
Yeah?
and my
Dad hasn't met him yet.
It's about
Is
time.
that your husband?
My husband.
John, don't go running away.
And Jeff.
Don?
Here. Which one are you? Oh, Jason. Right
Jason.
here.
Yeah,
Did you just meet him too?
yeah,
Yeah, this is my youngest son.
yeah,
Isn't that him? Don.
John,
yeah.
you're on now.
Yeah, you have to be in the picture.
This is my hubby.
Yeah.
And Winters, who's walking the little dog.
Yeah, smile so they can see your lack of
Right
teeth.
here. Here. All the way over.
Right there.
Yep.
Good, good, right here.
And a little hand.
Right there.
Turn and face the camera.
Come in from right there.
We know you're.
That's good. Have to tell him 7 times.
Okay. Come on, this is our oldest.
Yeah, come on in here, grandson. Don't stand in front of me because they can't see me.
We're seeing the best half of him.
Naturally, we have to change other people.
Remember, you might inherit some money.
Might.
Although he might review this tape and
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta have to shape up. You want to stay in good shape.
That's right.
brush those teeth.
Quit breaking your braces.
Judy, get her in front of you, and that way I can get all of you
We're
in.
trying to do that, but the little man's arm is too long. Come on.
Come on over here in front.
There you go. Right here.
Yeah.
No.
Like your son.
Thumbs that anchor the balloons.
Grant gets to do it every time. Sounds like a Lord welcome Lord.
We're just doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the red light's on. Happy birthday, Glenn. I was real glad to be here today and to be able to do the filming of your special day today. And it's been really wonderful having you around my life all these years and the things that you and Esther and Jerry have contributed, as well as Barbara and Judy. Well, Sharon has just said everything. Happy birthday. And like I've said before, many more.
Look at, while we're chewing, look at Sharon. You gonna wave at Sharon? Oh. Smile so she can see you don't have any teeth in the front.
Lizard.
You're getting red all the way. Well, then you sit with your legs under the Glenn's house.
Are you by yourself, Uncle Glenn?
No, I don't.
Everyone's gonna get it from over there.
Well,
Oh, come on, let's go. You sit there and you wanna walk? Okay, I'm sitting over there
came down highway.
We're camping. Well, camping just north of Alabama. It probably takes us about an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, well, we stopped. About 8:30 from Camarillo. Yeah.
In a crowd?
No. Hi, how are you?
Really?
Voting day. And then, you know, but at any rate, I was telling. That's when the guy got out. My kidneys ain't out. Went over here and looked at Hi, how's everyone? So glad you could catch me eating.
Well, what I'll get people to do is say something to Glenn in it.
Thank you for birth.
Happy birthday, Glenn. We hope you have a great year and another birthday next year. Good to see you.
Oh, I'm on? Happy birthday, Glenn. Live forever.
So we don't have to, at least outlive us, so we don't have to figure out this.
Tell me when I'm on.
Are you gonna say happy birthday, Grandpa? Look at the camper. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Here's my child.
So anyway.
It's hard to catch things when it's around.
He was doing that as a kind of a sideline when he was working. Yeah. Telephone.
Happy birthday anyway, let's
I want to wish a happy birthday to my oldest, best client's friends.
You made him a wealthy man. Happy birthday, Uncle Glenn. You don't want it anymore? I have to put it in my mouth. Happy birthday, Uncle Glenn.
Never knew I had one of the last letters you had a video of the shop operation. I just about sent for a video.
It's a good one.
I thought
They don't cost us much, you can have it.
run up the cost of video.
VCR, you have to download It is so kind of poignant. They're so separate from other kinds of towns.
I don't know, when we got off the freeway, we were like, I thought we were in Patterson Lake or something.
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Oh, thanks. Not that she would be grandma. And so we lost
Right in front of me. No, I didn't know. I was so embarrassed because I think it was probably about May.
Anybody can self-plate aluminum.
Mavis, and then poor Mavis was there having her all day. Sticking her feet out and stripping this poor guy.
Can be able to charge.
You better have her turn around.
Boy, he certainly.
Mavis, you're on camera.
It takes a very special person to do that.
Do you remember that time I tripped the guy for Barbara?
He's selling aluminum.
On that boat to Catalina, Tony Dow was there, and Mavis tripped him for me.
Well, she wanted him,
Oh, then I got so embarrassed, I just like, I was about in 8th grade. Oh, yeah. And, you know, Mavis, she's like, oh.
He always had a knack for
Mavis knew
Mavis
what to
always
do.
had
I didn't understand.
Mavis would always get us in trouble.
Marketing. And this was the key.
Did you know Karen Walter? She's too young for you, but
She blonde.
Judy would know. Yeah,
I
she
know
had a stroke. 44 years old, and she's in a nursing a stroke. But she's coming back.
And then poor Mavis was there having her all day. Sticking her feet out and stripping this poor guy.
Can be able to charge.
You better have her turn around.
Boy, he certainly.
Mavis, you're on camera.
It takes a very special person to do that.
Do you remember that time I tripped the guy for Barbara?
He's selling aluminum.
On that boat to Catalina, Tony Dow was there, and Mavis tripped him for me.
Well, she wanted him,
Oh, then I got so embarrassed, I just like, I was about in 8th grade. Oh, yeah. And, you know, Mavis, she's like, oh.
He always had a knack for
Mavis knew
Mavis
what to
always
do.
had
I didn't understand.
Mavis would always get us in trouble.
Marketing. And this was the key.
Did you know Karen Walter? She's too young for you, but
She blonde.
Judy would know. Yeah, she had a stroke. 44 years old, and she's in a nursing a stroke. But she's coming back on her own because nobody will give her therapy.